Hi everyone, good evening. I hope all of you can hear me. So if you can hear me, please say yes in the chat box. Excellent. So let me introduce myself. So as one of all of us come in as speakers, we will introduce ourselves. So my name is Dr. Surabhi Modi Sahai, and you can see Mrs. Anjana Anand, who is there with me. We are the hosts of the webinar today, and I run Possible, and I'm the CEO of Possible Education, which has started SAT Possible, and we are addressing you together as SAT Possible. Mrs. Anjana Anand is a very, very reputed study abroad counselor, mentor, and she has been in this industry for 27 years. So she will be talking to you as soon as I invite her in. And both of us today will cover a wide variety of questions for all of you who want to take up any of the courses abroad or in India and know more about SAT exam, where all you can apply with this exam. Is it needed for all exams? Is it needed for all colleges? And recently, SAT came up with an important announcement of conducting a digitally, delivering the paper digitally from 2023 onward. Other major changes that have come in for the 2023 aspirants, I'm going to share or talk about it as soon as we delve into the webinar. But before we do that, let me understand and let me get to know all of you here today. So let's start with a poll where you at least introduce yourself by telling us about your classes. All right, so I think barring 10 students, most of you have answered this. So I'm ending this poll today and I'm going to share the results with all my team here. So we have a good number of students from class 11th, almost equal number of students from 9th and 12th. And after 11th, we have maximum students from class 10. So this is going to help Anjana ma'am with her part of the workshop where she will talk about different aspects. Great. Let me also get to know if we have any parents. So we do have a few parents here. Some parents have also posted some questions. So, all right. So we do have parents with us here today, and I think parents and students are together joining the webinar. Great. So what we are going to do is we will we will try to cover through an outline maximum aspects of taking up courses abroad. I know many of you are concerned and worried about what all you can take up. And this webinar is not going to answer personalized or customized questions, but Preeti is here with me as well. So she will suggest a way forward in which we can interact with you individually as well. So that after understanding the broad aspects of higher education, understanding the broad aspects of doing your graduation at different regions, whether India or abroad, after understanding all of that, after understanding what all is looked into when we move around with after class 12th, whether it's profile building, taking entrance exams, so various ways you can enter good colleges. After understanding that, then, Preeti is going to help you take this forward and, fix the one-on-one session with our counselor, with our team, and probably, take this discussion to individual requirements later on. So throughout the week, even after the last webinar, we did a lot of one-on-one counseling. Lots of students and parents had very unique questions. So we tried to accommodate all of that. So we have some request of, speaking, I think, by being bilingual with Hindi and English. So is that okay with everyone, or is there, do we also have some people who only want us to conduct this in English? Is everyone okay with Hindi and English mix? Okay, so I will try to use both the languages. Great. So I'm just going to share my screen, and I hope all of you can see my screen. So I'm going to quickly take you through what all we are going to speak about today. So Anjana ma'am is going to take up how to start this process of higher education or an undergraduate program abroad. She'll take you through different countries, destinations, where you want to be in, and she will give you an overview of choosing a university, understanding what all courses you can apply to. Maybe she will talk about arranging finances and how you can also look at scholarship options. Uh, then we will look at profile building, tests. So at the testing process, the entrance exam, which is the SAT. So I will tell you about the SAT and changes at this point. How to write an SOP, what are the essays, what is the difference between, your goal statement, and whether you need any letters of recommendations or not. The SAT preparation part I'm going to take up. Again, what all is needed in the SAT exam, what all you have to study. And I will also call in Preeti at this point in time, and she will explain to you our classroom program, what all study material we are using, and our platforms. And finally, as I was telling you, if you need further counseling one-on-one sessions, then we are going to suggest a way forward as to how you can look at a one-on-one counseling with us. After the SAT is given, the final leg is the admission counseling process, which again Anjana ma'am is going to take you through. how we do this admission counseling, how we give you recommendations, what all do we suggest, and of course, finally, the final college selection process that we take up. Right? So over to ma'am. Ma'am, will you share your screen? Should I stop my share?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, thank you, Surbi. You can stop sharing. I will share my screen. Yeah, am I audible? Hello, am I audible? Great, thanks. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Surbi. Good afternoon, parents, students, and the SAT Possible team. Is my screen visible?
Yes, your screen is visible.
Okay.
Could you just go to slideshow or just to play option that I can see on the top of your screen?
Yeah, I'm just
And
gonna. Yeah,
thank
now
you.
is it okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. Please continue.
Yeah, I'm just trying to remove the chat thing. Actually, just a second. This is not allowing me. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So as Surbi ma'am was saying, everyone here, I can see that, there are students from 10th and 11th. And I will try and keep English and Hindi mix. Please suggest if you need any clarification. So the important topic is that the moment we come to high school, that is the grade 9 starts, it's time to think about what do I want to do and where do I want to study for my undergraduation. So, and that's a very pertinent question to ask. That's a very important question to ask, and it's the right time to ask, is grade 9 and 10 and 11 and when I say grade 9, the earlier the better. Now, undergraduates study abroad. How do we start the process? We are all used to, when I say we, generally what we are used to in India is कि 12th में आएंगे तो कोई एंट्रेंस एग्जाम होगा, उसकी तैयारी कर लेंगे और एग्जाम दे देंगे और हमें एडमिशन मिल जाएगा। एक दूसरा, जो हमारे नंबर आएंगे उसके बेसिस पे हमें कॉलेज मिल जाएगा, जितने नंबर आएंगे उसके हिसाब से हमें कॉलेज मिल जाएगा। However, अब जो मॉडर्न एजुकेशन दिख रही है, not only abroad, even in India, you see, it is not just about your marks. It is not just about कि आपने 12वीं में आके एंट्रेंस दे दिए, एंट्रेंस की तैयारी कर ली. When we say undergrad admissions abroad, they look at the students in a holistic manner. They want to see how are you as academics. They want to see you, how will you perform on an international benchmark like SAT. They want to see what is your personality, what is the character you bring. So it's a very holistic process. And that's the reason it's important to understand this process And this has various elements. One, as I said, academics are very important. So how much you score in 9th, 10th, 11th is what will go in your application. That's base. Alongside, but that's on the national level exam, because you are representing here. When you go abroad, you are going as CBSE student, ICSE student, or IB student, or a state board student. So there are varieties of boards. So how do they assess you on an international level? And there comes the SAT. And SAT score is, Surbi ma'am will explain, on a scale of 1600 that you need to prepare for, take the international exam. The better you prepare, the better score that you get. That is one. I am right now talking about overall what are the elements that are involved. Then when I say holistic, what is it? What is it? What does it involve? After academics, it involves your personality. And how do you showcase your personality? That comes in your profile. And what do you do outside school, inside school, in the classroom, outside the classroom? What are the kind of activities you are engaged in? Are you engaged in any sports? Are you engaged in any music, any other performing arts? Have you started something on your own? Are you a member of any club? What are the leadership positions you held? This is what comes under your profile. And then comes your character. That will be that is showcased in your letters of recommendation. An undergraduate admission, abroad admission process involves multiple of these things. And it is important to understand all these and work well on all these elements so that you can put forward the best college application. When it comes to US, all these things are extremely important, and your application comprises of college essays, the main essays and the supplement essays. When it comes to UK, you have to prepare a statement of purpose that has its own procedures. When it comes to Canada, again, there are various pros and cons. Similarly, Australia, it's very important to start as early as possible, work with a guide, and then, work with a mentor so that you can work on all these elements and put forward the best application. Now, there are various elements. You have to choose a university, choose a country, choose a university, choose the right fit courses. You have to plan your finances. If you apply on time, there are multiple scholarships available. If your SAT score is good, there are multiple scholarships that you can apply for, you can be eligible for. So there are various elements involved in this whole process. So as I talked about, there is test scores, you have your college profile, you have your essays, you have statements of purposes, you have letters of recommendations, and how we work towards it. SAT Possible has a full team, so it's not just about your SAT scores. We have a team that works on your building your unique story. Remember, you are competing at the global level. If you are the topper of the school, there will be, 40,000 applications to the same college who maximum will be toppers of the 40,000 schools across the world, right? So you need to stand out. So one thing is just academic grades, everybody has it. SAT top score, okay, you ensure tick. The next stage comes, how do you build your unique story? You have to talk about the uniqueness so that you can be picked up out of those 40,000. Remember, so you have, and then selection of the college. How do you find your right fit? And it is very important that you work with the counselor to figure out what is your uniqueness, what kind of college that you're suitable for, what is the course that you should opt for. So all these processes are where we help you out. I see a question, Mr. Shaurya. Yes, there are Indian colleges that are taking SATs, and you should aim to take SATs. And there are students of mine who colleges this year also who had SAT score that did not have to take the aptitude test of the flame and Ashoka, and they were taken in straight away. So it really makes a difference. Okay. So this is in a nutshell about the colleges abroad. Sudhi, can you talk about the SAT preparation program, please? Dr. Sudhi?
Yes, ma'am, can you stop your screen share? Then I'll share my screen and then I'll hand it back to you.
Yeah, sure.
So I can see a lot of questions. There are some questions on CA preparation and SAT and going to the US. And I can also see some questions on Delhi University and, different places where you can register. So students, please understand, you may be in a different class, you may be in a different stream. So these questions should be answered by us in an individual counseling session. So as soon as both Anjana ma'am and we finish our part of the speech, we will be sharing with you a one-on-one counseling link. And Preeti ma'am will explain the process where you can apply where you can come in and we can give you time for that counseling. And you can, and it's 30-minute segment that we are giving you. So there, depending on your profile, depending on the class that you are in, and your aims, your different goals, the country you want to study in, whether India or abroad. So we can do a brief counseling and overview, and also help you with choosing the best way forward. Today, we are just going to share information about the SAT exam, where all you can apply, what all you need to bear in mind. And then after today's session, you must come for the one-on-one counseling, where now we help you with your individual requirements based on your individual profile. Right? So do you understand what I'm saying, everyone? So after today's session, Preeti ma'am will explain the one-on-one counseling process and other stuff like our demo classes. That is, if you are interested in taking up the SAT preparation. So how many of you would be interested in taking up the SAT preparation? Let me launch the poll, and it'll be nice if you can answer this poll. Great. Yes, Aryan, I can see your message. Thank you so much for your message, Aryan. You can also put in your okay in the poll. Monish, the demo session on SAT is free. So the demo classes will be followed by the SAT preparatory classes, for which you will have to pay, which I will allow Preeti ma'am to take this up. The SAT demo class is, of course, is not chargeable, it's free. However, if you are coming in for the counseling, which is one-on-one counseling, that session is going to be a beneficial session where we are going to answer all your queries and help you with the way forward. That will also, that of course will not be free. I think there is a nominal charge that we are taking, because it's going to be a very customized research-based session, because your queries will be very, very varied, and my team headed by Anjana ma'am will have to do a lot of research and then come out with exact answers to help you maximum. Right, Mankirat Kaur? I hope I've answered your question. So the counseling session, please understand, is a paid session because it's a service which we will be providing to you, where we will take in your inputs, and the team will have to work a lot in researching the best options for you. So it is like an admission counseling thing, but it's a very small part. It's not an elaborate admission counseling. Admission counseling will be different. This will be just one session where we will give you an outline as to what you should do, keeping in mind your unique self and your individual profile and what will be good for you, both in terms of a career choice, subject choice, college choice, everything. Right? So I will, Mr. Das, my colleague Preeti will be sharing with you all the details with the counseling link as well. So we will share a link where you go in, and then it will lead you to the counseling time, date, and link. Thank you so much. Now, let me quickly give you an overview of the SAT exam, please. And then I will hand it back to Anjana ma'am and later Preeti, who is going to share with you the demo class dates, the batch start dates, and the one-on-one counseling link, should you be interested. So I'm just quickly sharing my screen. Yes, I hope all of you can see my screen. Excellent. So the SAT exam or the SAT score, please understand, is a score. It's a score uh, which you produce as a part of your candidature. जब आप कहीं पर कॉलेज में अप्लाई करते हैं तो वो स्कोर एक आपके एप्टीट्यूड का स्कोर होता है जो वो रिफ्लेक्ट करता है. देयर इज नो इट्स नॉट अ स्क्रीनिंग टेस्ट जैसे इंडियन एग्जाम्स होते हैं. लेट्स से क्लैट है, कैट है, वो एग्जाम्स का जो स्कोर रहता है, दैट स्कोर स्क्रीन्स यू मींस एक रैंक तक स्टूडेंट्स को लिया जाता है और बाकी रैंक को नहीं लिया जाता है. सो इट्स अ स्क्रीनिंग टेस्ट. उसमें से स्टूडेंट्स को छांटा जाता है. सो इफ देयर आर 60,000 पीपल अपीयरिंग फॉर द क्लैट एग्जाम, so they screen around 2,000 students only. And who are these 2,000 students? The top scorers. However, the SAT score is not a screening test. In the SAT exam, you just produce the score. Yes, please remember that a higher score definitely ensures that you get a college of your choice. A lower score reduces your chances of a good college because wo ek that becomes like a questionable thing. But if the score is not interpreted alone, it is interpreted together with other aspects which ma'am had just shared with you. Your SOP, what all you have done in your school, how good or bad you were at co-curriculars, extracurriculars, you know. So everything is considered and then your offer letter is given to you. Right? Now, please understand that the higher the score in the SAT exam, the the chances that your candidature will be considered improve significantly. Now, there are many universities that have said that, okay, it's COVID times, you don't have to give the SAT exam. But that does not mean that when you give the SAT exam, you will not be considered. In fact, if you give the SAT exam, you make it easier for the university to select you. Because Anjana ma'am shared a very important thing. She said that in India, there are different board exams. Somebody writes the ISC, somebody writes CBSE, and there are so many state board exams. So for universities, it becomes difficult to understand what is the meaning of 80% on CBSE. How does it compare with 80% on a state board exam? How does that compare with the 85% on ISC? They don't understand it. However, they do know that different board exams in India have different marking patterns. Some are tougher, some are easier. It is possible that a 80% score on CBSE is as good as a 95% score on ISC. I'm just saying hypothetically. So how does one compare it? That is why for them, so they dismiss it. Dismiss it means वो फिर कहते हैं अब 80% है अभी 85% है अब समझ नहीं आ रहा है क्या करें. Now imagine आपका 80% है but you have an 1140 plus score on SAT or or a very high score on your SAT exam. Now they know, acha, so this person has this much caliber. So that is why all of us here, in fact, all good counselors you meet will recommend that you take SAT. It will not harm your chance of getting into a university. It will only help you, clear you, and make it better for you to get into a university. So that is why, uh, you know, this is very important. So yes, so let's say that you are a very good candidate. You have a 90+% in class 9, class 10, class 11. And now imagine that you're producing a very good or a very high SAT score. Now, in the mind of the college board, in the mind of university, your 90% in all the 4 years SAT exam proves कि boss, yes, अगर इसने 90% लाया है हर साल, that means ये student is very good. So you are helping them treat you as a good student because of your SAT score. So I hope that part is clarified, right? And again, if you are looking at a top university, you definitely have to take the SAT no matter what anyone tells you. So what has happened now is that because of COVID, some top universities also said, okay, there is no need. But that does not mean that when you produce the SAT score, they are not going to consider it. In fact, they are considering it and they're taking it very, very seriously because it shows that you are a serious applicant and you are very serious about getting into the university. So all the students that have gone past me, all the students that I know in 2020 and 2021, at least all the good students I knew who took the SAT are now in the university of their choice in the US. So please take that seriously. Now, this section division and the time is valid for 2022. 2023, the paper will be 2 hours instead of 3. 2022, you will have 2 sections in maths, calculator based, non-calculator based, and you can see the time allotted and the questions asked. However, in 2023, you are only going to be given calculator based section in the maths. So that's good news for all the students who do not have maths in 11th and 12th or who are looking at dropping maths. Now, the reading and writing section division, time division is yet to be released by the college board. However, we do know that they are going to reduce the length of the passage and they are going to reduce the number of questions per passage. So usually in the reading test passages, you have one passage with 10 questions, right? However, now they have said that they are going to give you shorter passages with even just one question in it, right? So the time allotment is anyways being reduced by an hour because of the pandemic. It is going to be earlier, it is right now till 2022, it's going to be this standard paper with this allotment of time and task, that is questions, where you have a reading section, a writing section, and a math section. with 52, 44, and 38 and 20 questions allotted to each respectively. That takes you to a total of 154 questions. These number of questions, time allotment has definitely been shared with us. It is going to be only 2 hours now. In 2023, we also know that non-calculator based maths question will be removed. And we know that number of questions per passage is going to be reduced. And I mean, there was a line about one passage, one question. However, we need more clarity on that. So that means SAT is a pure reading based paper and a quantitative aptitude based paper. So the demo class that I was talking to you about will be conducted on Tuesday and Wednesday, where we will show you what is asked in SAT reading, where I'm going to go into details about this. Now for 2022, the passage length is 500 to 750 words, but for 2023, passage length will be reduced and number of questions will also be reduced. So I'm saying both the things so that you all understand. All 2022 candidates, this is your passage length. All 2023 candidates, your passage length will be reduced. We are yet to receive the exact details of the sections, the length of the passage, and number of questions per passage. So as we speak, you can see your chat box. Ma'am has shared the demo class link. Can you all see it? Raise your hands if you can. Okay, Preeti ma'am, actually, you have shared it with only hosts and panelists. You have to share it with everyone. Can you please reshare it? Yeah. No, it's again with hosts and panelists. Yes. Now can you all see it? Raise your hands. The dates of the demo class are Tuesday 5 to 6 and Wednesday 5 to 6 again. No, Vanshita, it's not late at all. You will be taking your SAT this year. I will call in Anjana ma'am and she will explain to you. So maybe Anjana ma'am can take this question. What is it, the way forward for class 11? Which SAT they have to take? For 10th, which SAT they have to take? And 9th, which SAT or PSAT, whether they are eligible for it or not. So ma'am is going to share that with you shortly. I'll just show you the types of questions in reading. Now I'm going to talk in detail about this and I'm going to show you exact questions from the SAT paper. What is a main point question? What is a detailed question? What's a vocabulary question, right? What is a question on author technique, tones? What is data interpretation? So I'm going to spend time in detail on Tuesday on this. Also, I'm going to give you tips for SAT reading on Tuesday. I look forward to seeing you, what you should read, how you should read, how do we eliminate options. So I'm going to show you exact questions and we are going to take that up on Tuesday. Similarly, in SAT writing, again, as of now for 2022, the time allotted, whereas questions is given on the screen. However, what happens in 2023, we will get to know as soon as we have more information on the paper structure. Whatever we know for 2023, I've already shared with you. Nothing changes. You know, the type of questions will remain the same. However, the number of questions per passage and the passage itself will be heavily reduced. Right? So I'm going to spend time on Tuesday on SAT writing as well. And the fact that you have to know grammar rules for SAT writing. Right? So this is a sample question which I will be taking on Tuesday itself. What is question tones, types, what is rhetoric, style, all this we will be taking up along with hints, right? Now over to Anjana ma'am, where ma'am, can you take them through the registration and where they have to register on College Board and who is eligible for which SAT?
Yeah, sure.
I'll stop sharing my screen. Because I think there was a question here with this girl wanted to know if she's too late as she's in 10th. So.
Okay. Okay. On the SAT, the students who are in 10th going in for in 11th grade, please aim to take the October SAT or the December SAT in this year. The students who are in 11th and starting 12th grade in March, April, please aim to take your SAT latest by October. I repeat, the students who are in 10th going to start 11th in March, April, please aim to take October or December SAT. The students who are in 11th and are going to start their 12th, please aim to take for sure October, if not earlier. That is the exam you should aim for. You need to open an account on College Board and register for the next date available for 22, and then prepare yourself for the SAT exam. As Surbhi ma'am said, she will be giving you free demo class, and then you can sign in for coaching sessions. This is on the SAT. The students who are in 9th grade, you should aim to take the PSAT or the SAT of December and beyond. As again, the students who are currently in 9th who are going to 10th also, I would say aim for the December SAT this year if you can. Otherwise, next year, March. There's an important aspect that I wanted to talk about here is that as soon as you decide on, when you start thinking about higher education, there is a very important question that comes in, that what is it, what should I study? What subject should I take? How do I go about it? What career should I opt for? So let me tell you that there are enough and more scientific tools available that you can use to assess your career path. And we offer this service. This is called the career assessment program of ours. Please sign up for that. Preeti ma'am will be sharing more details. It's a 2-session thing where we can help you choose the right subjects, choose the right career. That will also help you which country, which course, which kind of college you should opt for. That is the program that we offer at a nominal cost, which will give you a direction on how should you go about with the next step. That will also help you specifically answer, when should I take the SAT, how much I'm ready, this grade I am in, this is the course I want to study, this is the university I'm aiming for. So this will bring a lot of clarity, and that's called our career assessment program. Besides that, you can always sign up for the one session counseling to answer your specific queries. And if you want to go for the admission counseling program, there is a very pertinent question that comes: when should we start admission counseling? It's never too late. As soon as you are in 9th, as I talked about, once you are in 9th, the earlier you start, the better prepared you will be. It's not an exam where you can it's not just one SAT exam and done with. There are many elements. So the earlier you start, the better it would be. Right. I am just seeing there are more questions, that there were people raising hands. JEE exam is not taken into consideration for abroad except for Singapore colleges. This is in answer to Mr. Manish Bahal. Only SAT is accepted. Yeah. Students in 12th, again, the students who are in 12th, already in 12th, are you saying that they are appearing for the boards? The abroad examination process is almost over. There are very few openings are left.
So, ma'am, all those who are in 12th, they can wait for this year and probably, look at
Yeah, the
applications.
already in 12th and you are thinking of going abroad, I am presuming these are the students who will be taking the board exam in April. They can apply for the colleges in India. There are some colleges still have the admissions are open. I'm talking of the liberal arts colleges like Ashoka and all. Couple of cycles are still there. Otherwise, if you want to go abroad, you should aim for next session. Then maybe you can consider a gap year. But remember, if you are taking a gap year, please make sure you are planned well, because before you know it, the applications start to go in October this year. You can give as many times SAT, but the less you take, the better. That's why you must prepare yourself better and take it. Some of the colleges in India consider SAT, not for engineering specifically. There are Plaksha and all, they do consider SAT in case of JEE. Just the
So we have
examination itself.
specific.
Yeah.
Sorry, ma'am. No, you answer Aryan. Then I just wanted to tell Mankirat and Bhavtesh, they have very specific queries. Like Mankirat has a query on clinical psychology. Bhavtesh has a query on France. So I request all of you to please register for one-on-one counseling. Preeti, have you shared this
Yeah.
one-on-one counseling link?
Okay, SAT examination itself costs around 9,000, 9 to 10,000 every year. If one-time exam, this is just the examination cost. This is not the coaching cost. Right,
Okay, ma'am.
I think
So
that's
maybe
all
you
from
can
my
finish.
side.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Ma'am, just before you go, can you just tell them about the PSAT also briefly, and they have to register. So
Yeah.
Monish, you have to, if you are asking about SAT, you have to register on the College Board website. You can register and over there, put in your details and look at the PSAT option, which ma'am will share with you, just to tell you what it is, all those who are in 9.
Yeah.
Whereas to register with us, ma'am has shared links where you can register. One is the demo class link and one is the one-on-one counseling link, which she has again shared. And Preeti ma'am will come in and tell you about registration with us. Over to Anjana ma'am.
Yeah, PSAT is essentially you take when you are in grade 9. It's it helps you prepare for SAT. It tells you where you stand. And if you have there are a number of cases where we've seen that if you have a very good PSAT score, and then when you take the actual SAT, you have a very good SAT score, you continue to make that, then your chances for scholarships go up wherever the colleges are offering. That really puts you in a better position. So PSAT, you will take in 9th. The moment you are in 10th, please aim to take for the SAT itself. You can choose not to take PSAT and straight go for SAT in 10th. That's entirely up to you, but it is recommended if you take, then your chances for scholarship gets more if you're planning to go abroad. And it also helps with summer program abroad, admissions for summer programs if you intend to take. That's where PSAT score comes in. All right. So I think that's all from my side.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much,
Yeah.
Anjana ma'am.
Yeah.
Preeti, over to you.
Okay, hi, good evening, everyone. Okay, I am still seeing that student have queries regarding, when to take the SAT exam and uh, uh, when to apply and other aspects. So I shared a link which is a one-to-one counseling session that we have, because every student has their own queries, and somebody is in class 10, somebody is in 9th, somebody in 11th and 12th. So the exam dates and everything would differ for each and every one. Moreover, every student will have their own queries regarding what career they want to choose and how they have to move forward. So we'll cater to each and every student. This is what this session was all about, because today we gave you an overview of how you have to go about it for studying abroad, and how you when you should write the SAT exam, and then how you need to go for the application process and all. So this was just an overview, as in for the entire study abroad thing. But for personalized counseling, you can please I shared the link of the counseling session, so you can book your counseling session with us, and the counseling session will cost you 5,000 rupees. As ma'am said, that it will be an half an hour session. But yes, all your queries pertaining to colleges, when to write the SAT exam, and how to start with your preparation, and also what extra you need to do for the college admission, for the college application process. So we'll be helping you with each and everything. So I shared the link. You can just register. I'm again sharing, just a minute. So this is the link for the one-to-one counseling session. You just register over here, fill in your details, and we'll be calling you by tomorrow and sending you the other details, so that we can fix up the timing with Anjana ma'am, and if you can have a very in-depth talk with her and me as well, so that we can help you in guiding you in whatever and how the stream and everything that you want to go for. Also, for students who are in class 9th and 10th, or there are many students who are still not decided what career they need to choose. So for them, we do have career assessment test also, because that's the basic first step towards moving towards anything that you want to do. It's not about just going abroad or studying in India. It is about, first of all, finding about yourself, what is your core competency, and how you need to explore that. So for that, we do have career assessment test, wherein we conduct psychometric test, and based on that, we have two sittings with you as well as your parents, wherein we'll be guiding you that these are the career options best suited for you. And on the basis of that, then you decide which country, or you want, if you want to study in India, then what are the colleges in India? If you want to study abroad, then what are the colleges abroad, and which country you want to do, because there are 10 other things that you'll have to consider while going abroad. See, it is not only that I have to go to Harvard, or अब मेरे को उधर किसी इधर कॉलेज में जाना है. It is about, you'll have to decide everything. You'll have to see your finances. You'll have to see कि कौन सी country में जाना है. There are countries which are very colder countries, and maybe I'm not very comfortable staying in cold places. So then I'll have to see the climate also. So going abroad का decision is actually बहुत कुछ सोच के आपको लेना पड़ेगा. It cannot be just on the basis that I have to go to this college and that's it. So we'll have to consider all the factors and then decide. So for that, we'll be helping you. So for the, okay, so Pranit is asking about the career assessment test. Again, the fees for the career assessment test will be 10,000, in which there will be psychometric test, and there will be 2 rounds of sittings, plus there will be assistance through mail for next 60 days, wherein we'll be helping you with the colleges and everything, whatever you require for your, further preparation and everything. Plus, along with the SAT preparation, like students who have already decided that this is the career that I want to get into. Like somebody was asking about clinical psychology, somebody was asking about engineering. So if you have decided about it, then definitely you don't need a career assessment test. Then the next step is you start your preparation for the SAT exam, and also side by side start your college application process. See, going abroad and studying is not only writing SAT. Like Surbi ma'am also discussed about it, कि सिर्फ ये ऐसा नहीं कि सिर्फ SAT का एग्जाम देंगे तो एडमिशन हो जाएगा. जैसे इधर जेई का एग्जाम देते हैं and we get admission. ऐसा नहीं है. उसके लिए you'll have to write your SOPs, you'll have to write your essays. That has to be world class actually. क्योंकि हम वर्ल्ड क्लास कॉलेज के लिए अप्लाई कर रहे हैं. So everything has to be the best. So uske liye you'll have to start the preparation simultaneously. It is not only SAT preparation that you'll have to start, साथ के साथ profile building पे काम करना पड़ेगा. क्या मेरे को extra करना है which gives me an edge over other students. So that is required because you're not competing just with your classmates or some or just the Indian students. You're competing with students in a college wherein there will be students from all parts of the country, all parts of the world actually. So you are competing with them. So उसके लिए अभी से the day you decide कि मेरे को ये करना है, so दोनों चीजें साथ के साथ आपको शुरू करनी पड़ेगी. Okay, Ananya, as we told that every student will have different criteria. Abhi, I won't be able to answer it very well. क्यों? Because I don't know. अभी कौन सी क्लास में हो, कब कौन सा एग्जाम खत्म होने वाला है, 10th से अभी 11th में जा रहे हो. So उसके लिए I think a one-to-one session, booking a one-to-one session will be really helpful. क्योंकि वहाँ पे I would know कि अनन्या क्या है, what is all about Ananya. And when I know everything about Ananya, I'll be able to, tell everything in a much better way rather than abhi just giving you a broad ye abhi tabhi exam de dena usme de dena. So we want you to give a proper counseling. We don't want to talk haywire. We want you to be we want to be very specific with you because every student is different, every kid is different, so we want to cater you differently, and that is why we have shared the one-to-one counseling link. So please book the counseling session. I know it's going to be very helpful because we have been interacting with students and we see that the students are getting benefited out of that. So please book the counseling session and we'll talk in detail about each and everything. I hope I make sense. I'm clear about what I'm saying. So I shared the link. Please book your session with us, right? And for the demo class also, I shared the link. We'll also mail you the link on your mail IDs. And the demo class for SAT will be on Tuesday and Wednesday. The one-to-one counseling session, the preferred timing would be mentioned. तो आप लोग अपना preferred timing दे दो जब भी आप लोग free होते हो, so that we'll fix up the timing with Anjana ma'am and I'll be there. So we'll be doing the one-to-one counseling. Jableen, the fees for one-to-one counseling is 5,000, and I'm assured you it's going to be very beneficial. तुम्हारे को बिल्कुल clarity आ जाएगी कि what you want to do next and when to start and how to go about it. Because the first step is very important. एक बार सही step मिल जाएगा, then आगे बढ़ना would be a much easier task. So do that, and so we'll meet for the demo class also and for the counseling, and hope to see you all there. This is from my side. So Surbi ma'am, Anjana ma'am, anything that you want to add?
Thank you so much, Preeti. I just want to say that congratulations to all of you. Today, you have taken a very relevant step towards your career. The fact that you are attending this webinar shows that you are very, very serious. Your queries also pinpoint to the fact that you're looking forward to joining good colleges. So the next step to your career choice has to be a good counseling session, because today's session was an outline session where we were just informing you what all is needed. Now we really need to sit together and see what is the best fit for you, which Anjana ma'am shared on her slide, the right college fit. And that cannot be decided in half an hour over a group webinar. So please sign up for that link, which is the one-on-one counseling link. And we advise that you join it with your parents so that your parents also are a part of this process, because it is a serious process. This is probably the most serious thing that you are undertaking in your lifetime. Something which will make you independent, something which will help you move forward into the world. So we are happy to provide that assistance. We are ready to give you our time, and you have to take that next step based on the feedback that you receive in the one-on-one counseling link. You decide your further steps with us or on your own. So those of you who are clear that they have to write the SAT and then go straight into admission counseling, you should come directly for the demo class on Tuesday and Wednesday. Those of you who are not clear should first should do the demo class, because all of you that's a separate thing. But if you need any before going in for SAT and admission counseling, please do let us know. please sign up for this one-on-one counseling link as well, right? Ideally, I believe both sets of students should do both the things, because that will really give you a concrete plan, and it will help you prepare for SAT better because you have a good aim in front of you. So, as I said, once again, congratulations on taking this very relevant step towards your career. And now you should take it forward responsibly. And as and when you need me, I will be more than happy. And in fact, my entire team, if that possible, will be more than happy to answer it. Monish Pansal yes, so Monish, if you are in ninth, you should do the demo class because we have courses for ninth and tenth, which is 2-year program, and 11th, which is 1-year program. So 10th and 11th are going to take the SAT this year. So you can sign up for a 1-year program, or class 9s will be doing the 2-year program, right? And for any queries, you can email me. Uh, the number also has been given by Preeti ma'am. The fees for 1 and 2-year program, Preeti, are you taking that? So Preeti ma'am will be
Yeah.
responding to the question for the fee for 2-year program, 1 and 2-year program. Thank you so much. This is from our side. I'm Dr. Surabhi Modi Sahai, and that's Anjana ma'am.
Thank you.
So
Thank you so much.
Preeti is here. She will answer queries if you have any.
Sure.
Thank you, Preeti.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
so I
Thank you,
already
Preeti.
mentioned the program for 1-year SAT, it's 1 lakh, and for the 2-year SAT, it is 1 lakh 8,000, sorry, 80,000, with a 20,000 off as the inaugural offer going on. Ishika, the gap year thing, please book the one-to-one counseling session, Ishika, because that we are definitely going to help you with that. The foreign universities do not entertain gap years, but there are various ways through which we can cover the gap year, and you can apply to better colleges, because since this year the admission processes of most of the colleges have closed, so it is better to take a gap year and then apply for next year. We'll help you out with how to cover the gap year. No, we'll help you with that. So there's no disadvantage as such. We are going to make it an advantage, that we are going to make it as your strength. So don't worry about that. Vatsal, what else? Our students will be just entering 12th class. Vatsal, you can write the SAT exam this year, December, either October or December, and simultaneously start applying to colleges with your profile building and everything. Okay, Bhavtej is asking, how do we know about the locations to give the SAT? Bhavtej, from next year onwards, it's going to be online. And moreover, if you go to the college board website, you'll find the details of all the locations. सैयद द फीस 1 साल की जो फीस है, सैट प्रोग्राम हमारा जो 1 साल का है, उसकी फीस है 1 लाख. Okay, Chaplin, for how many years the SAT score is valid for? 3 years, Chaplin. But it's always advisable recent score के basis पे apply करना is always better. Okay, children entering 11th again, write the SAT this year in October or December. It happens 5 times in a year in our country, in India, है ना? So एक तो अभी हो जाएगा, इधर ही मार्च में होता है, मई, जून, और फिर उधर अक्टूबर और नवंबर. तो ये वाले टाइम में यू कैन अप्लाई, बट इट इज एडवाइजेबल कि अक्टूबर वाला दो, अक्टूबर का स्कोर देखते हैं कैसा आता है, उसके बेसिस पे फिर डिसाइड करेंगे दिसंबर का देना है कि नहीं देना है. अक्टूबर देने से फायदा ये होगा कि एक बार का और चांस तुम्हारे पास रहेगा अगले बार दिसंबर तक का. प्रिया, विच मंथ कॉलेज? एवरी कॉलेज हैज डेडलाइंस, तो स्कॉलरशिप के लिए अप्लाई करना है तो उसका अलग डेडलाइन है, तो इसीलिए वो सारा कुछ देखना पड़ता है. पहले तो पता करो कि कौन से कॉलेजेस में अप्लाई करना है ना, दैट इज मोर इम्पोर्टेंट. तो तुम्हारे इंडिविजुअल बेसिस पे विल डिसाइड दैट दीज आर द 5 कॉलेजेस दैट यू नीड टू अप्लाई, एंड देन उनके डेडलाइंस के बेसिस पे विल कीप अप्लाइंग. सो दैट इज हाउ. मोर ओवर द एंटायर एडमिशन प्रोसेस इज गोइंग टू टेक एटलीस्ट 1 to 2 years. अगर 1 साल का टाइम है तो हर चीज साथ में करना पड़ेगा, सैट भी देना पड़ेगा और साथ के साथ आपको एडमिशन काउंसलिंग भी और उसका भी प्रिपरेशन करना पड़ेगा. अगर आप अभी आपके पास 2 साल का टाइम है तो 1 साल 60 पे लगा सकते हो और फिर नेक्स्ट ईयर आप कॉलेज एप्लीकेशन प्रोसेस पे दे सकते हो. सो दिस इज हाउ इट वर्क्स. बट इतना 2 साल का टाइम तो लेके चलना ही चाहिए. बट जैसे नहीं है अगर टाइम, तो एक साथ ही आपको सारा कुछ करना पड़ेगा. Ishika, our office, where do you stay, Ishika? We don't know which city, because we are present in UP. We are in Lucknow, Kanpur, Allahabad. Then in Delhi we are there, Connaught Place. पीतमपुरा में है, नोएडा में है, चंडीगढ़ में है, फिर रांची, पटना. So there are different centers. Classes most probably will be running online only, Ishika. ये सैट का पेपर साल में 5 बार होता है ना. तो अभी मई में पेपर है और मई या जून में पेपर है. एक बार डेडलाइंस आप उसकी वेबसाइट पे जाओगे, कॉलेज बोर्ड की वेबसाइट पे, तो वहां पे सबके रजिस्ट्रेशन डेट्स और सारी चीजें मेंशन्ड है, तो एक बार ही देख लो. लखनऊ में वी आर हियर इन हजरतगंज. I'm also from Hazratganj Center, so you can contact me here. You can meet us here. We are here at Sikandrabag Choraha. ठीक है आर्यन, अनंत? Okay. So I have already shared all the links. Please take the decision right now. Whatever you want to do, it is the right time. It is the best time. Don't now linger on your decisions कि अच्छा देख लेंगे, बाद में कर लेंगे. ऐसा अगर अच्छा सोच रहे हो कुछ करने का, तो this is the right time. This is the best time. So मत डिले करो अपने decisions को, and connect with us. We'll help you out in all the best possible way. We have good best pool of teachers who will be preparing you for SAT. We have Anjana ma'am. Ma'am has already told her experience, and she has been counseling so many students every year. And not only in India, she has students sitting in Singapore and taking her counseling. So this is the kind of ma'am has reputation. So उनके साथ connect करेंगे for counselings and all, for even for career assessment will be connecting you with Anjana ma'am. So we are going to give you the best of services, best of facilities. To do avail that, just contact us and everything will be taken care of. No, Priya, sitting giving the paper doesn't give a negative impression, but हाँ वो फिर ये होता है कि वो आपका एवरेज आउट निकालेंगे या बेस्ट स्कोर देखेंगे. सो वो चीजें थोड़ा सा फर्क पड़ता है. ठीक है. So see you all for the demo class on Tuesday, and also book your one-to-one counseling session so that we can interact and we can move forward with it. For the one-to-one counseling session, I shared the link, so we'll give you a call and we'll fix up the timing with you all. Okay. Thanks a lot. Thank you for taking time out on a Sunday evening. So thanks a lot. Bye-bye.